Came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Victim ID'd Robert Nightingale, former FBI agent, mental state questionable at time of disappearance. Casey Nightingale went off the deep end, FBI fired him. I trust Casey's read on people. Sounds like the victim wasn't mentally stable. Premeditated or spontaneous?
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Alright. Victim came from blank.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
You can use profiling inside Saga's mind place to get inside the heads of suspects and victims. Well, hold on, I'm not done reading this. Alright. Killers waited for victim. They brought equipment. Murder was premeditated, but what was Nightingale doing here? Tripod found near body. Looks new. Brought by killers? Why? Mount a camera? Weird snuff film? Cooler and beer bottles near body. Staking out the spot. Having a cold one while they waited for our victim? Question mark. Victim came from unknown. Using her intuition, Saga can uncover new clues by profiling people of interest.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Hi, Brance.
It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Okay. Oh, wait. It says there's still something else critical here.
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst, Mom. Good job. Good job, Mom. Not the worst. Nightingale came from Cauldron Lake. I can feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now, after 13 years? Where's he been? Check the lake shore.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety.
Pants.
They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Footprints.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us.
Is it from Alan?
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found.
Oh, it's a page from the typewriter.
The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
The
the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley.
All right, so really quick, we're way past spoiler warnings at this point. For what I remember, it has been years since I played Alan Wake 1. But from what I remember, there was this typewriter. Call it cursed, magic, whatever. But what you typed into it would basically come to pass, but it couldn't be off the chain. You can't just say, and then the evil typewriter was destroyed and everyone lived happily ever after. It had to make sense in the way that a good book made sense. And you find out at the end of Control that Alan made up all the bad stuff that happened in Control in order to make Jesse become a hero, because every hero needs a villain. So all the terrible things that happened in the Control game were because he was engineering the creation of Jesse the hero. And so he wants to destroy this typewriter, but it has to make sense in the way that a good story makes sense, or he can't turn its power against itself. So they just found a page from the typewriter where he engineers them coming here. And it's so good. It's so good.
Nightingale came this way.
Three Cats is correcting me and says, not the typewriter, the dark place. Okay. Again, I'm fuzzy on the details, but I remember the basics, and I love it.
Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Mind Palace. Mind Place. I'm going to keep calling it Mind Palace. God dang it.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Didn't know that part of Control gets in the DLC. It is, yeah. The DLC of Control has Alan. Too many unknowns doesn't make sense, asking the wrong questions. Nightingale came from Cauldron Lake. Trail has gone cold, a dead end literally. Footprints emerging from under the rock. He walked through a boulder? Doesn't make sense. Anything else here? So the killer is watching us? Game on. Dude, one of these times, I'm going to be in here and I'm going to turn around and something's going to be behind me in my own Mind Palace. It's going to scare the hell out of me. Manuscript pages.
Bo-do-do-do-do.
I should profile Nightingale about this page.
But thanks, Rebel Hero. Let's see. 3 says he wants to escape the dark place, but not bring the darkness back with him. The darkness wants to come back too. Okay. If you're stuck or unsure how to proceed, don't forget to check the mind place. Profile. The
We
page.
found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Oh, wait.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find
We
inside.
gotta stick our hand on the wound. Oh no, I can't here. I need to get back to the body. Nightingale has something hidden inside him. There's more going on here that I'm seeing. I need to examine the body properly back in town.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read
Dude, that's how you know he's been a cop for a while. He wasn't like, what? You? What the fuck? He was just like, okay.
like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control.
He said the
Deciding
thing.
What happens to who? Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
You made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Okay.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Shortcut key. Enter. Okay. Can't wait for the Old Gods of Asgard part.
Seems
There has
like a
to be
nice
one.
town so far.
New addition to the
Burgess
PvP
aside.
playlist.
Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
He's stuck. Flashy says that was the whole issue. Thomas Zane hand can't remember if his girlfriend Barbara Jagger died of or not, but he brought her back. But she was possessed by the darkness.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Yeah, because you're stuck. Wait, what did I see?
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
I finally made my way to Cauldron Lake. The fence was easy to climb over with the proper gear and skills, which I thankfully possess. Next goal, spotting the rare and elusive orange-crowned warbler. Oh, they're bird watchers. A little late in the season, but hopefully I can catch it before it begins its journey south. I've noticed intriguing behavior in the surrounding common bird life. They seem to be alarmed and swarm around the lake. No birds of prey nearby. There are some strange sounds carried on the wind, however. Nothing I can recognize or explain. Getting a little concerned. I might have to find another spot somewhere safer. The sounds are getting closer. Moved inland. Foliage is stunning. Must come back in the fall. Had to stop and scout this gorgeous vine maple. Just at the way the Methuselah's beard hangs off of it, this is why trees are better than people. Speaking of people, saw some drunk guys staggering around the forest earlier, acting weird. Maybe drugs? Kept my distance. Should probably find another spot. So annoying. After I saw that weirdo guy, I decided to change spots again. Moved up the mountain a bit, found a fantastic overlook to camp at, but I'm more interested in this Alaska onion grass. Invasive, but edible, and surprisingly tasty. Started hearing wolves or wild dogs or something 10 minutes ago, but they sound wrong. Rabies? Question mark? Want to leave, but the sun is going down and my stupid phone is dead. Gonna hide in the tent and hope they go away. Something is really not right about this place. And then he died a horrible death. Oh, nice. You got unstuck. Good for you.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Okay.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Bit of lag. Okay. I got worried there for a second. I thought it froze.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
What are those guys dressed up like air fresheners?
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Bright Falls undiscovered map. That looks like it could be it. Deer Diner, that way into the left. Okay.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care.
Come get percolated.
How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee.
Oh dear. You.
Hey, boo. Verity says, hey, Muck, is this the same universe as Control? Like, could Jessie show up at the game? Yes, it is within the realm of possibility.
Nice to have you here.
I don't know if she is,
I
though.
got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
I remember this diner.
That happened. Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things.
We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was
What did you
terrifying.
find?
That's all.
I'm just gonna stare at you guys and go into my mind palace.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
How did you figure out she found a necklace specifically?
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
Did you play Alan Wake 1 in Control, Geeky says. Yes, it has been years, so I remember the main story, but fuzzy on the details.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe.
Have we met?
I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Okay. I'd be calling home and be like, hey, daughter, please stay away from any bodies of water. Just don't freak out.
A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those 2 idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it. Thank you, Saga.
That head thing she's wearing makes it look like she has a Cinnabon on her head.
How can you be so calm?
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff! Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Fire wizard. Oh god. She almost
Hey, what
says,
do you
I
know about
recognize
that
you. You're the world famous Minecraft Bed Wars player, right? Whatever you just said, the one and only, yes.
Tris from the diner.
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Where am I on the map right now? Okay, so we went up there and then that way.
Possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
Have a nice day.
I remember some of this place from Alan Wake 1.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Just woke up, is it me or are the mics muted during the balance preview stream? Yup.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
Chad, I don't know if
I'll
we're
start
about to
with the
perform an
external
autopsy, but
inspection
you have
before
been
performing the
warned.
internal examination. What was the cause of death? The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A
Does it?
tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. There's writing on here.
On the heart?
Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
To the Mind Palace.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Anything to learn from the body. Let's see. Body has been prepped, ready for examination. Hope it can provide some actual answers.
That's not right. Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Cause of bloating unknown. Strange tattoos on skin and heart. Something was inserted into chest cavity. Ritual writing. Tattoos on body and heart. How did killers have time? Doesn't make sense. Smudged text under victim's skin. Is this some kind of tattoo? It's too smudged to read. Illegible words on heart. Did the killers write this on the heart? How? I can't make out what it says. Cause of death. Chest trauma is clear cause of death. Chest ripped open, something visible inside. As I suspected, it looks like something was put in there.